Hello, you guys. My name is Leslie, and I want to welcome you all to the 60-day sprint workshop round two. So I did our first workshop on Tuesday earlier this week, and I wanted to have two different times where people could tune in live, where we could chat together, run through the 60-day sprint that I'm putting myself through for the month of August and September, which is going to roll us into the last 90 days of the year. I'm going to be sharing the habits, routines, and support systems that turned my wellness journey, my weight loss journey, into a lifestyle, into a lifelong change. So if you don't know me, my name is Leslie. I am 31 years young. I am 70 pounds down naturally, 75 on a good day, and I work full-time in the ER as a registered nurse. I have worked in emergency medicine in some aspects, some way for almost 10 years. But that is kind of where my passion for preventative health practices came into play, along with my own weight loss journey. So I started my weight loss journey at 240 plus pounds. I say 240 plus because that's when I stopped weighing myself. I had told myself, this is just how I'm going to be. This is how it is forever. I had yo-yo dieted, started my weight loss journey on again, off again, probably since I was 19 years old. So most of my adult life, I gained 30 pounds my first semester of college and went to the doctor, and he had told me, all right, the only way to fix your knee pain is to shave down the bone in both of your knees. And he suggested we did it at the same time because I was just bone on bone. I had no cartilage left. And he had told me what I already knew, which was the rapid weight gain and the stress that I was putting on my body had just worn it all the way down. So that is just a little bit of my story. But when I finally decided to make the change in 2023, I had finally found a routine that worked for me. And then in 2024, I finally found the supplements that supported my body. But I want to share all of the things with you that have helped me on my journey and how I plan on taking it to the next level in my wellness journey when it comes to habits, routines, and most of all, support and accountability from women who are wanting to do this together. But this is me. This is where I started. I have finally gotten okay with sharing these photos. But what is the 60-day sprint? So number one, a lot of my friends are doing 75 hard. Please let me know if you're doing 75 hard. I want to cheer you on. I want to shout you out. The way that my schedule is set up and the way that my lifestyle and how I want to live it. I'm like, okay, what can I do that feels challenging, like 75 hard, but what can I do to build habits that I can continue doing on a day-to-day basis? So that's how the 60-day sprint was born. And also, if you are here from my unrecognizable July reel from Instagram, let me know. We are doing unrecognizable July. We are 23 days in because it's July 23rd. And to take it to the next level, I wanted to build more long-term habits because I start feeling good around week 2 of a monthly challenge, but there will also be a 30-day option, 30-day trackers for the 60-day sprint that I'm doing. But it's a mashup of the habits that I absolutely love, focusing on metabolic health, body composition, whole body energy, mood, and confidence levels, with a hyper focus on building a rhythm versus focusing on just restriction and habitual restarting. All right. We're going to focus on habits that are core, that are simple, that are easy to add into your lifestyle and your routine. And 60 days for longer habit formation and forming steady habits before the holidays, because we think we're busy now, right? It is going to just get busier with Thanksgiving and New Year's and Christmas. And I feel like everyone's birthday is around the fall and winter as well. But these are the 6 pillars that we're going to be focusing on. So you can take a screenshot of this. These are the 6 pillars that I'm going to be focusing on, and we're going to be tackling together. And I'm going to talk you guys through these on the next slide. Some of them are self-explanatory. Some of them I love to dive deeper into, but screenshot this slide. These are our 6 pillars. The first one being nutrition. I've been focusing on protein as the power key macronutrient for a while now. And it's been something that I can track without feeling overwhelmed, without feeling like I am doing too much, without feeling like, okay, this is way too much, I just want to quit. But something I want to add in, and where I want to challenge myself, is continuing to increase and focus on my protein intake while also increasing my fiber intake. So when we're increasing our protein, we also want to increase our fiber. And the third component of our nutrition focus is becoming more aware of added sugar. So I cannot wait to dive into that. Number 2 is staying hydrated. We know what that means. Number 3, moving our bodies daily, starting with 30 minutes of intentional movement every single day. So it does not have to be a HIIT workout, it doesn't have to be something that leaves you absolutely gasping for air, but the goal is 30 minutes every single day, 45 if you're feeling spicy, okay? Number 4 is our sleep support, stress management, and nervous system resets. Number 5 is plugging into a daily supplement routine and actually using a personalized wellness routine that will give you results, and we'll go through my favorites as well. And last but certainly not least, and probably the most important, is the weekly accountability meetings, checking in with one another, plugging in, saying what went well, what didn't go well, what do I want to work on, what do I think will help other women on their journey as well, and sharing all of our wins every single week. So number 1, the protein and the fiber focus. Protein and fiber are 2 of the biggest keys to building balanced meals that actually help you feel full and energized. So increasing our protein and increasing our fiber together is going to help with blood sugar balance, so steady energy throughout the day. How many of us eat some meals and I like immediately crash after? I need to take a nap. It doesn't matter if I'm at work, what stress is going on. I eat something and then I absolutely crash. That is our blood sugar spiking, dumping insulin into our bodies. That makes us, okay, we got to work on this. We got to dump insulin in, and it gives us that up and down. Okay. It also helps with better muscle support and recovery after workouts, feeling more satisfied after meals, AKA our natural GLP-1 support. And it helps build lean muscle, and which increases our resting metabolic rate, which means, okay, if we have more lean muscle, that means that our body is burning more at rest, and not just any protein, okay, but protein with leucine. You need 2.5 grams of leucine in order to activate the mTOR pathway, which is what tells your body, like, okay, all of this protein that she's slamming, make sure that you're using it for good. Make sure that you're using it to build that lean muscle. And to determine your protein goal, an easy, quick way to do it is 1 gram per pound of ideal body weight. And for the fiber recommendation for women, 25 to 30 grams per day. So before we get started, I want you guys to start kind of looking at how much protein you're getting in. I'll share a free protein tracker as well, and how much fiber you're getting in right now. So a little bit of background about me and why I love science so much. You guys know I am a full-time ER nurse, but I also have my bachelor's degree in biology and psychology. So we are a science girly all around. And I picked these habits specifically because it made sense to my science brain. So the third component of our nutrition focus is going to be becoming more aware of added sugars. It's not about removing all of the sugar from your diet, removing all of the foods that you enjoy. Who remembers when we were scrolling social media and all the girlies were telling us, don't eat fruit. I don't eat fruit because it has too much sugar in it. That's not the sugar that I'm talking about, okay? I'm talking about our added sugars. So recognizing where they're coming from, recognizing where they show up in your routine, and making more intentional choices. So on the left side here, since we're increasing our protein, I'm a sauce girly. I need sauce on my things just to spice it up a little bit. So right below the total sugars and right above the protein on these 2 images, you will see added sugars, okay? That is added sugars that are not natural sugars. The top one has 16 grams, the bottom one has 4 grams. And that's where I'm talking about just being more mindful. So less added sugars means less blood sugar spikes, which is what forces your body to dump insulin into your bloodstream. That gives us the brain fog, crashes, and cravings, because our body and our blood sugar is doing this. It's on the roller coaster ride. So we want to check the added sugars line on our nutrition labels and compare it with other options in the grocery store when it feels, to just like help it feel a little bit easier, okay? So not just on your sauces, but your cereals, your yogurts, your protein bars, and also packaged snacks, coffee creamers, things like that. Look at your added sugars, okay? The second pillar is staying hydrated. We know we need to stay hydrated. My key tips for this one is going to be putting a reminder in your phone always keeping a water bottle or two, emotional support water bottle nearby to make sure that you are drinking throughout the day instead of having to slam your water at night because it's like, oh crap, I haven't had a sip of water. Make little rules for yourself. So like, let me have some water before I have my caffeine. I know I'm not going to miss my caffeine in the morning. Okay. So let me see if I can do 10 chugs before I have my morning caffeine. And then if you're outside, it is summer. I live in Dallas. It is just disrespectfully hot. So when you're sweating heavily, when you're outside by the pool with the kids, with the family, make sure you're adding in electrolytes as well, especially if you're running outside, if you're working out outside, that is going to be super important. Our next pillar is moving our body daily, okay? This is great for strength and muscle maintenance, heart and metabolic health, also our blood sugar balance, energy and stress management. So like I said, I want you guys to start with 30 minutes of intentional movement every single day for the 60 or 30-day sprint, whichever you decide. But it's also for your mental health. So there's an enzyme secreted in your brain that converts tyrosine, which is a branched chain amino acid, into dopamine, which is our happy neurotransmitter. So when we're working out, when we're moving our bodies, when we're getting our sweat on, the runner's high or the post-workout high that people are talking about is actually real, okay? So that tyrosine is being converted into dopamine, and it can also increase your dopamine receptor sensitivity. So more things make you happier. So that's why we're moving our body daily. And I feel like looking at these habits in this aspect from this way makes me more motivated, makes me feel more excited to tackle these habits every single day. The next one is sleep support, stress management, and also just little nervous system resets we'll talk about as well. So quality sleep and intentional stress management give your body the time and space it needs to recover. So steadier energy and more improved focus. And I have little pockets down here at the bottom for nervous system resets as well. So number one, put your phone on do not disturb. You can set it for a time in the middle of the day when you need to wind down. There's just personalized options. If you have an iPhone as well, and they make it so easy to disconnect. All right. We want to disconnect to reconnect. Aim for a consistent bedtime when possible. Give yourself time to wind down before sleep. If that means you need to turn on classical music, do your skincare routine, journal 3 things you're grateful for, 3 things you're proud of yourself for doing, and 3 things you're working on just to relax your brain. That is what you need to do to wind down before sleep. So many times I have worked, done all of these things, and then I get to bed and I still have all of that on my brain. And it's especially hard when I work 12-hour shifts. I will share with you the supplements that I use specifically for sleep support, turning my brain off, winding down. But giving yourself that wind down time before bed is going to be essential. And then managing stress in small moments. If you need to take a break, if you need to walk outside, if you work from home or you're at home all day, set reminders also in your phone. I want us to learn how to make our phones work for us and our wellness, but set reminders in your phone that just say 5 minutes outside. 5 minutes outside. I know it's disrespectfully hot, like I said, but 5 minutes outside just for that reset button, just for that clean, fresh air. And when it comes to sleep support, like I said, when these habits are connected to the science behind it, that makes me understand, it's going to make us more excited to go to sleep to actually do this. So here is a little science moment for you, okay? Less hours of sleep affects 2 different hormones. That first hormone is ghrelin. The second hormone is leptin. So ghrelin increases with less sleep. That is the hormone that tells us I'm hungry. All right. So with less sleep, we are hungry more often. The second hormone that's affected is leptin. That decreases. So leptin is the hormone in our body that says, okay, I'm full. Girl, give me a second. I'm good. Give me a second to digest. I'm full right now. So when we have less hours of sleep, the hormone that we don't want to increase, the I'm hungry hormone, goes up. When we get less hours of sleep, the hormone that we do want to increase that says I'm full, I'm good, goes down. So in studies, sleep deprivation has been shown to increase caloric intake around 200 to 500 calories unintentionally. So step one, what we're going to focus on right now, or what you're going to jot down in your journal as you're listening to this, is how many hours of sleep am I getting right now? How do I feel throughout the day? What times during the day do I feel like I open the fridge 25 times to see if Jesus put a new snack in there for me? What is my goal sleep time? It can also, over time, decrease sleep and increase stress can affect your cortisol levels, which can lead to increased abdominal fat storage, poor blood sugar control, and increased appetite and cravings, like we've talked about. So that is why sleep is so important. And that is why I'm like, okay, Leslie, I can focus on sleep because I want my hormone that tells me I'm hungry not to be at an all-time high. And the hormone that says, okay, I'm full when I've had enough is functioning properly. Our next pillar is accountability and support. You were never meant to do this alone. I tried it for years. Throughout the 60-day sprint, we're going to come together for weekly accountability meetings, and I will post that calendar in our private Facebook page and our chat when those meetings are. They'll be recorded. I would love if everyone could hop on live, but I know our schedules are all different. But what we're going to do during these weekly accountability meetings, if you haven't read the 12-week year, give it a read. This is where that came from. We're going to talk through challenges. We're going to remind ourselves of our goals. These were our goals for this week. This is our goals for the month. This is our goals for the 60-day sprint. We're going to reflect on our progress and talk through challenges, reset our focus, and create a clear path for the week ahead, sharing that with each other. How can we work together to solve problems? We are going to be problem solvers, okay? And these meetings are designed to help you stay connected to your goals, even during weeks when motivation is low or we're especially busy. So the first week of our 60-day sprint, I'm going to be in Nashville. I'm so excited, but I also know that maybe I won't be hitting all of these habits on the mark, but I know what my end goal is and I know what I'm working towards. We're also going to make sure space to share and celebrate our wins. Okay, I drank more water today. I hit my protein goal. I feel more energized. I didn't go to the fridge just because, and every single win matters. But most of all, supporting yourself or surrounding yourself and supporting yourself with women who are working towards their own goals, the encouragement, inspiration, and just like ideas that you get from this community is going to be absolutely game changing, not just for your wellness journey, not just for your fitness journey, but your overall just like lifestyle and sense of community. So these are the support stacks that I would recommend that I'm getting ladies plugged in with, or you can build your own pack. So we're going to talk through some of the things that I use that I love every single day that amplify the plan. Okay. Number one, Life Shake. So we talked about we are focusing on increasing our protein, increasing our fiber, and we need 2.5 grams of leucine. All of that is in this Life Shake. It tastes so freaking good. I am a lazy girl and I'm always on the go. So I will mix this up with my frother in the mornings before I go to work, because I know as soon as I clock into work, I don't know when I'm going to eat again. There's literally no telling in the ER. The second one is our morning duo. So that's over here on the right side. It's our Energize and it's our Good Gut and Go. So I was nervous about changing my pre-workout. I used the same pre-workout for so many years. I would take a dry scoop in the morning. Yeah, I know, crazy. Before my workout, a dry scoop after before work, and Q4 hours like clockwork, I was drinking a white Monster in the ER to just like reward myself for making it through. And my adrenal glands, my cortisol levels were begging for help. So yes, I was nervous to switch it. I didn't want to be just still wiping my eyes when I showed up to work. But using this morning duo, not only does it give me the caffeine, the boost that I need, and not just for my workouts, but throughout the day, it also, I pair it with my gut health support, which is like the ultimate habit stack. Anything that you won't miss, pair it with something good for you. The second and third that you're going to see here are the Trim and Smooth and the Liquid BioCell. So this is our body duo. I have been using the body duo and the Curb for over a year. The Curb, not as consistent with, but my Trim and Smooth and my BioCell Life Plus, we just came out with that has the added bone density. I'm going to dive into that too, but absolutely game changing. Just it's a liquid CLA shot, the Trim and Smooth in the morning for fat burning boost without the palpitations, without the jitters, and the Liquid BioCell Life Plus, you're going to take 1 tablespoon at night for joint mobility, connective tissue health, and also skin firmness and hydration. You're going to see a picture. Do not like jaw dropped, okay? But Curb, the little orange box, I mix that up during my snackiest times of the day. Like I said, if you are let me open the fridge 25 times to see if Jesus put a new snack in there for me, this is for you. You're going to mix it up quick, you're going to chug it, and you're going to have water afterwards. And it is the most like immediate craving support that I have ever tried. That is why I cannot let it go. And then the Stress Relief Complex, the Glucose Regulation Complex, and Metabolic Booster, other options as well. If you want to build your own bundle, shoot me a message. My handle on Instagram is the same as it is right here, Life as Leslie Ivy. But let's talk about the body duo because it is just blowing my mind, the results that ladies are getting. And I'm going to share my results with you as well. But the Liquid BioCell Life, it is a liquid hydrolyzed type 2 collagen. So most of our collagen powders are type 1 and type 3. They are the perfect aesthetic collagens for hair, skin, and nails, like a beauty collagen. This is like a beauty collagen elevated. It's a hydrolyzed type 2 collagen, and that's where the joint mobility, the bone density support, the cartilage integrity, and connective tissue health comes into play. It is bioavailable, which means that these little ions are small enough in order for your body to absorb it, and it mimics your body's own collagen. So once again, increasing absorption. It is a triplex technology. So we lose collagen every decade as we age. So that's why we get the wrinkles. That's why we get the aches and pains. This not only adds more collagen into your body, but is going to protect the collagen that you have that still is on that decline. It's okay. And it's also going to stimulate your body to produce more of its own collagen. So that is the difference between other collagens and this one. It is going to protect the collagen that we're losing. It's going to stimulate our body to produce more of its own collagen, and it's going to add more in. So that triple effect. This, ladies and gentlemen, yes, I'm showing a picture of my backside on the internet. It's absolutely wild. But I have been on a weight loss journey for a really long time. Something that I was irrationally afraid of was loose skin. Loose skin. That is one of the excuses that I used. I know. I cannot believe it either. Terrified of loose skin. I thought my butt would literally have a fold that looked like an accordion fan and it would just flap in the wind forever. But something that squats, leg presses, reverse lunges could not do for my legs. So yes, I'm more lifted in the second picture, but the first picture, I think I was actually weighed less. Okay. But something that all of those exercises could not do, my Trim and Smooth did, baby. Okay. Look at the skin texture. Look at the difference in the cellulite. Look at the difference in just like the waves of the ocean that are on my legs. I was absolutely shook. But this liquid collagen, this has our CLA in it. So it's a conjugated linoleic acid, which helps with fat metabolism and gives you that fat burning boost without the palpitations, the chest pain. Who's a Hydroxycut? How old do we have to be to remember Hydroxycut? But I think I was stealing my parents' Hydroxycut before I could drive a car. And that's kind of the fat burner I thought that this was, which is why I was hesitant to try it. But none of those side effects. It also has our SOD B Dimplus in it, which is what helps with the cellulite. So the Liquid BioCell Life Plus and then Trim and Smooth are our body duo and absolutely our #1 bestseller for a reason. But for customer perks, if you decide like, yes, Leslie, I want to try something, let me know what to get. Shoot me a message on Instagram, or you can comment on this video and I will send you a message. But you're going to get 15% savings for life. It is not a monthly recurring fee. You do not have to order every month. You can order when you need to. If your order is over $150, you get free shipping. If you are brand new, if this is your first order with me, a $175 purchase for July Noon members, you'll get a free gift of my gut health support supplement or the EWG verified sunscreen. You can earn free products if you do order monthly. And then every month you order, you get access to my monthly giveaways and the accountability groups that I am supporting and hosting. And then your tools and resources. So once you join, once you get plugged in, you're going to get a welcome guide from me. I poured my heart into it. I'm so excited. It's like 30 pages, but also 30 and 60-day habit trackers that you can choose from, whether you want to print it out and put it on your wall or download it and post it to your stories. You're going to get a simple swaps list. So nutrition ideas, simple supplement swap ideas, but support, mentorship, and accountability from me, because I feel like this is my passion. This is where my soul lies. This is where my heart just is so happy and something I'm so excited for. But you'll also get 60-day access to our fitness platform if that's something that you're interested in as well. And you'll get weekly wellness check-in Zoom calls. So those weekly accountability meetings that we're talking about, you'll get added into those as well. But our next start date is August 1st. Snag your personalized wellness stack. We're going to get organized and prepared with the videos in the group starting on Monday. So I don't know when you're watching this, but it's Thursday, July 23rd. So starting on Monday, we're going to start with getting prepped. I'm going to show you guys how to set up your 60-day sprint board, like the unrecognizable July board that I have on my wall. You'll get access to your fitness app of choice. I have 30-day free trials that I can send you, 2-week free trials, and then our 60-day option as well. And you're going to meet with your mentor, whether that's me or another ambassador who invited you to watch this 60-day sprint kickoff. You're going to meet with them. You're going to walk through goals together, and we'll even have a group kickoff call because that sounds so fun. You're going to take your starting photos and measurements. And I know that makes me anxious still every time, but you are going to want these pictures. You're going to take them. You can put them in a hidden album on your phone and just keep it moving. But our 60-day sprint accountability hub is opening on Monday, and we kick off August 1st. So if you are just like, all right, I need all of the details now, get me plugged in, you can add yourself into my free Facebook community. You can send me a message on Instagram, but for free tools and resources, as well as the recording for this video, join the Facebook group here. It's facebook.com/groups/Leslie's Besties. And I will make sure that you have all of the information that you need there. But I am so grateful for you guys for listening in, tuning in. If you have any questions, please let me know. And I cannot wait to kick off the 60-day sprint with you guys. Bye.